up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Anime Rift, the great show where we talk about anime, gaming, and manga, and all weeb culture that is fantastic around the world. As always, I'm joined with Jake and Ox, my two fearless partners, but in just a quick moment, we're going to talk to them because I want to remind you guys to follow us on social media if you want to hear a lot more of our content and watch our videos. You want to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time a new episode comes up, which, by the way, is going to happen because we're uploading all of our Rogers episodes to YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. Also, scan on your screen that lovely barcode that's going to take you to our link tree that's going to get you to follow us on all of our social medias. And this way you will always be on the know with the most important thing that we have going on. Like right now, the biggest news we are going to Anime North. It is an anime convention in Canada. It is the second largest in North America, and us truly will be there in fashion. And we are just waiting to see if they are going to let us be famous enough to host our own panels. That's right. You guys might have a chance to see us live in person. If not, we'll be walking around and you can come say hi to us anyways. But rolling on with this week's extremely exciting episodes, Ox, Jake, we are talking about the Anime Awards. I am so excited we did this last year. This brings up the most heated debates, the most clippable moments, and more hated conversations than Jake's TikTok about solo leveling.
I don't think we've caught more flack for anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. I've never had to defend somebody that I disagree with more in my life.
Man, all I'm gonna say is there were some angry people.
Yeah.
All right, I had to go back and sit there and be like, I mean, everyone, y'all heard him just say episode 1, right? I don't think they did. I think they only heard solo leveling.
They heard solo leveling and just went off.
Yeah, and that was it.
It
was like,
crazy. They heard solo leveling trash, and it was it.
They went off crazier than a Trump election. All right,
it was. I told Jake, I was like, hey, I'm gonna tell you something I do with my wife. I was like, when she's wrong in public, I will stick up for her no matter what. I said, but when we get behind closed doors, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. And I was like, buddy, you are wrong in this instance, dude. I was like later, he's like, I'm gonna watch this episode again. And he was
I watched the dub just to make sure. I was like, maybe they said something I just missed. I didn't read it.
Was it any better dubbed? I haven't watched it dubbed.
No, it's a filler episode, dog.
Okay,
I'm completely convinced.
He said he came to me, he called me, he said, okay, he said, Ox. He said maybe trash was the wrong word.
I was like, maybe trash was a little harsh.
To be fair, it was the wrong word, but you know what? I did read a little comment that the statues make it all better.
Yeah, he's like, statues. I was like, statues.
Anyways, I won't dwell on that one because we do have a lot to talk about. Also, immediately following this, we are going to be continuing our podcast segment. So if you guys do want to stick around and hear all of the awesome banter we are going to have, just a little more unfiltered, that's going to be happening directly after this. We're going to continue with the pod. So with that, let's talk about the Anime Awards. We did this last year. We had awesome topics. I feel like some of the animes have kind of rolled over a bit. But man, there is some good stuff out there, guys. And I think we should just jump right into it right now. And we're going to kind of do it backwards because obviously we want to discuss Anime of the Year last. I don't want to just, give up all the goods right away. So we'll do that one last. Let's start with Best Drama. All right. So Best Drama.
There's 25 total categories.
Yes.
Only going to be able to go over a few, but if you haven't voted, please do. So things that don't deserve, like Anime of the Year, like Demon Slayer, doesn't win. Things that are like peak need to win, like Vinland,
And please make sure to go on and vote and make sure that things like Vinland Saga don't see the light of day again. We don't.
I almost let Vinland slip when he was talking for a second. Shameless plug.
Vinland trash. But that's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
You're great.
Hey, buddy, I found out trash is a little bit of a harsh term.
That's the no-no word going into the next week's. Anyways, Best Drama, you're going to have to forgive me just like last year. Even though we are a lot more seasoned at this, we're still going to mess names up. So in the Best Drama category, we have Oshinoko, Attack on Titan, the final season, Heavenly Delusion, My Happy Marriage, 2-Year Eternity Season 2, and Vinland Saga Season 2. Ox, take it away. Where's your vote going?
Buddy, you saved the best for last yourself. You done said it. Vinland Saga. That's the only way
Ooh.
to go, baby.
Question.
Yeah.
The Attack on Titan, that's only the first episode, right?
That's-
Special one?
Yeah,
That's
it's
only
the
the- yeah.
special one. Yeah,
The final chapter, special one.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Frozen-
after they'd lost it all outside the wall.
Frozen, what do you think? Just curious. What's your answer?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to flip a coin for this, and I honestly stuck to it. My Happy Marriage and Vinland Saga were my two. My Happy Marriage was so good, and the coin flip did go in its favor, so I did put my vote towards My Happy Marriage, but I will back it up by saying that this is a Netflix original. So this isn't something backed by Netflix is a major corporation, but it's not something backed by a giant anime studio. And for what they put out, what Netflix has been putting out, it's gold. So for it even just to get the nomination, I feel like it was deserving of my vote because I was hooked to it. I didn't miss an episode. I loved it. I had a few people that actually watched it, thoroughly enjoyed it as well. So my vote went to My Happy Marriage, but I will give Vinland Saga its chops. It was an amazing season, and it was definitely drama-packed, so it definitely deserves a vote as well.
You must be using a double-sided coin because there's no way that you would even think about the Vinland Saga for this. You know, like it's. I mean, it was great. I haven't watched My Happy Marriage yet. I know that it is on the list, and I've heard amazing things from both of you. Right? Both of you have watched My Happy Marriage.
Yeah, I
right?
watched it as well. Yes.
So, I know Jake raved about it a little bit too.
Now, I feel like 2-Year Eternity Season 2 would have been a drama, but I didn't watch it.
Your turn. Heavenly Delusion is also like.
I didn't watch that either.
Oh my goodness! It's also like. Oh my god! It's so good. But
I feel like I need to watch Oshi no Ko though, and like reevaluate because they're on everything.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a lot. There's a lot for it. It's one of that's the one thing I like about this though is that I look at these categories and I go, oh, you know what? This is what I gotta watch, right?
Yeah.
This is something I definitely need to see, right? If it's that
Yeah.
popular, then why?
I don't know. My Happy Marriage was a drama. When my boy said, "I would not be with you if the heavens opened up and asked it of me," dude, that's kind of heavy.
it is
Jake
heavy.
coming in with the W take,
That
all
is-
right?
that
That's
is-
kind of
is heavy.
heavy.
I love
He
it.
hits a W take every now and then.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
But Vinland Saga Season 2 was a
Oh,
movie.
Don't do it, Jake.
It
Don't
was
do
a movie.
Don't do it.
It was a movement, dog. It was so good. You know what
I'm gonna have to go with Vinland Saga, dude. I love My Happy Marriage.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They did
I know.
phenomenal.
They
But
both
Vinland Saga
deserve
Season 2
props.
was a movie.
All right, all right. Well, as much disappointment, but we'll move on from that. This is going to be the character you must protect at all costs. I feel like this one's an obvious one. I'm gonna go through it. There's Boji, Miri Unosuka, Suletta Mercury, Pochita, Hitori, and Anya Forger. And I kind of feel like this is going to be heavily weighed into the Anya Forger category. That's where my vote went. I love Spy Family, and Anya is like the most precious character in that whole series, whether you're watching a dub or sub. Mind you, she is a little cuter in the dub version.
And I'll tell you something. I don't even know why Pachita's on this list. You can't protect a character at all costs that's out of there after the first episode, right?
Well, and that's the thing. Like he protected Denji, so how do we protect Pochita, right? Like I don't understand that one.
Last year I went with Boji. Last year I did go with Boji. This year I'm going Anya. I mean the scene where Lloyd puts his fist to that table. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Or anyone where she interprets with the dog is anytime Anya is with the dog and they can interpret each other. Like there's one where they're in the car together, and it's just you fall in love with Anya so quickly.
And so I mean, seeing her have tears, dude. I thought she was my kid for a second. I was ready to go to war.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Jake.
I'm so happy Ox didn't go with Boji. If he went with Boji, it's another L take 2 years in a row.
Dude, you're crazy. Boji's
man's gonna-
that dude.
my man's had his chance. Okay, he didn't win. It is
God,
what it
man.
is. This Bocce the Rock. I need to watch that too. There's a lot with that as well. I'm stuck between Buddy Daddies and Spy Family though.
Oh no, it's Anya. Anya.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. Anya's cute, dude. That is an adorable.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't go wrong with that one. If
Yeah,
Anya
that's a-
doesn't win this one,
It's a
I
safe
don't
pick.
even-
It's
It's
a
a safe
safe
pick.
pick. It's a safe pick. All right, next we're gonna get a little spicier. We're gonna go with best supporting character, and to me, this one
Mhm.
felt a little more obvious as well. In this one, we have I'm gonna butcher these, but Arataka Reagan. We have Kana Arima. I think that says Hanji Zo, right?
Yeah, that's Hanji from.
Yeah,
Final
Hanji,
Time.
yeah. And then Power, which great character.
Power's
Suguru
good.
Geto, and of course, my man Satoru Gojo. My vote was kind of obvious. I went Gojo.
That's fair.
He's just awesome. Like he's just
Yeah.
such a fantastic character. Big note though, the only person I would have voted for over Gojo would have either been the panda or the guy that teaches I never remember his name.
The Black Lightning part,
Yeah,
the full
yeah.
the overtimer guy. Yeah.
The guy who's
Oh,
like
Nanami.
super buffed and is his
Mm.
best friend. He's like,
Oh,
"We are-"
Toji.
Oh,
You're
Toji.
talking Toji.
yeah, Gojo's
Okay.
like, we are now best friends
The
because
clapper.
you know Jennifer Lawrence is. And I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
like
Jake,
that.
what you got? Who
Put
you got?
Gojo's mine.
I feel like
Okay.
mine-
Anyone that does Mob 100 just doesn't enjoy good animation. Let's go and get it out of the way. Hanj would have been good. Preferred Levi personally.
Hanji's sacrifice was.
Yeah. Oshinoko back in it again. Power kind of whack. I like the Satoru pick, but I feel like Geto did better at supporting. Satoru was kind of like star.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe because they told a lot of his backstory.
Yeah.
And maybe I lost sight of that a bit, but I still like him as a character.
Yeah, but Geto, I feel like Geto did a solid job playing like the side piece.
Mhm.
I'm going Suguru Geto as well. I think that little short stick hidden inventory was the name of those episodes.
Yeah,
was
those were good episodes.
Mm.
I think that was just absolutely phenomenal. I mean,
Ooh,
just
you know, I might
getting
be
to
swayed. I
understand-
might be swayed.
getting to understand him and just like how I don't know his whole just mind changed about the world and
Mm-hmm.
Jujutsu sorcerers and everything like that. I think it was peak, dude. I mean, that entire season was great. Hidden inventory, the beginning of that was absolutely flawless. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Suguru Geto.
All right. I mean, I will say honorable mention here was Power. She's a fantastic character in Chainsaw. But
She's hilarious.
She
was
I don't know.
stacked.
When
It
you
was
stack it
stacked.
up against JJK, I just kind of felt like JJK had
Yeah.
kind of the edge.
Mhm.
So that's where I went.
I agree with that.
All right. Best main character. There are some big ones in here. Excuse me. We have Denji. We have Eren Yeager. We have Hitori Goto. We have Monkey D. Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
We have Thorfinn. And we have Shigeo Kageyama.
Mm.
I'm not saying mine first this time, so somebody else go.
Hey, listen. I'm telling you, this
It's a swinger.
this ain't fair.
Right?
Okay.
I
Listen, we
sat
can
there
go
like-
ahead and knock out the left side of that list. Didn't
Yeah,
you right in here? We're talking Aaron, we're talking Luffy,
Right?
we're talking
I
Thorfinn.
didn't even. Poor Denji didn't.
There's a
even
left
stand
side of this
chance.
list?
Buddy, this should be multiple choice, okay? This is what I'm telling you.
Where's the option? You know, on the multiple choice test where they say A and E.
Select all,
or,
yeah.
like, A and B.
That
or, like,
apply.
all of them.
Because there is no wrong answer if you choose Aaron, Luffy, or Thorfinn.
Yeah.
In this situation, I'm choosing Luffy though. You just can't go wrong with Luffy, baby. Okay, it's a he's goated. All right, it's just, I mean, he's just, I mean, best main character, best character of all time at this point. I mean, I just can't say enough about it.
BOAT.
Every NBA team in existence should retire jersey number 1 and put Oda's name on it at this point because that's literally all you can do, baby. This dude is just
Yes.
so good. And
Oh my,
Luffy
yeah.
needs to be right next to him.
Aaron Thorfinn.
It's hard, dude.
It's a no-brainer, dude. Honestly, Gear 5 Luffy came out this year. People are voting Aaron Yeager, Death Decay over Gear 5 Luffy. Nah, I'm gonna vote Luffy. I'm gonna vote Luffy as well.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
unanimous.
So at
For me,
this
it would have been
point,
Luffy, Thorfinn, Aaron.
in my anime career at this point, I got something magical over the Christmas break, and I got to actually start watching One Piece and actually chunk my way through it. And don't get me wrong, I like Aaron, although I've made my thoughts known on the seasons of Attack on Titan. I loved Vinland Saga and Thorfinn's story. But man, at this point, like the Philadelphia Eagles and Rocky Balboa, Monkey D. Luffy is like the closest thing to being a real person in this world as we get. So I'm sorry, it's gonna be Monkey D. Luffy for me because he's just too good, and I think that he deserves it. And like you said, Gear 5 Luffy came out, and although I haven't got that far, what I've watched in One Piece is just incredible, and I cannot deny the chops that Oda has for having a character like Monkey D. Luffy in his lineup. So
And it's crazy because like Thorfinn underwent some of the like greatest character development I've ever seen.
yeah, absolutely.
Character like hands
For a single
down.
season, yeah.
Right, for like just and like just strictly over the course of 2 seasons, but Luffy's been doing it.
He's been putting that work 20
every-
years.
every day. But you know,
All right, so we know where we're standing on that one. All right, now we're getting into the finals.
ooh,
Best new series.
this new series.
All right. So a few of these we didn't see, a few of them we did. We've got Oshinoko, which obviously I think is now all going on our lists as something we need to watch. Bocce the Rock, which I'm kind of getting like, I don't know if any of you guys watched Beck Mongolian Chop Squad way back in the day, but that's the kind of vibe I get from this. Is like it's like a Beck Mongolian Chop Squad band kind of anime.
Didn't Bocce the Rock win like last year though?
I don't remember. I don't remember back that far.
I think
Chainsaw Man, which again,
it's
I don't
too
know.
far out of people's minds. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Chainsaw
back
Man
in
hasn't been a thing
January
for a
last
while.
year.
Yeah,
I forgot
it's too
it,
far out of
right?
people's minds.
Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, which was really great. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I cannot wait to see more of that. And Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, which I just recently learned finally put up the final 3 episodes of the season. So I enjoyed that. However, it wasn't enough for me to sway from my vote, which was Hell's Paradise. I thought Hell's Paradise was so well written, so well voice acted, and if you got a chance to watch it in dub, it's really good as well. So, some chops for that one.
Okay.
Jake, what you got?
I just want to notate. Last year, I think we might have watched like 1 or maybe 2 animes that were out of the 6 that got voted. And this year, we've at least seen 50% of the animes on every list.
Oh, we're doing great. Our evolution as a podcast and even just as a group with the amount of animes and even manga that we started reading and pushing through has been pretty crazy. So
Yeah,
it's definitely harder this year.
Frozen didn't watch a lot before we even started the podcast. Me and Ox were like recreational watchers, but like when you actually do it as like a job, you actually power through a lot of anime.
I just watch the same animes every night. I just rewatch Naruto all the time. I rewatch
Yeah,
Bleach all the
Naruto,
time.
Bleach.
That's all I was ever doing. I was just rewatching anime that I've already watched over and over again. So
Yeah.
it is nice to like branch out and just like continue watching more stuff.
See what else is out there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be unanimous again with Hell's Paradise. Zom 100 was good. I haven't seen the last 3 yet, but Chainsaw Man's so far out of reach. I'm going to have to rewatch it for season 2.
My vote would be Hell's Paradise. I would not be surprised though if the vote goes towards Heavenly Delusion. I think that was phenomenal, but for me, Hell's Paradise was just so different for me. Just a different plot, different premise than everything else that I've seen as of late. Gabimaru was an amazing character, and the Asaimon and that entire like system that they have, I think is really well put together. I'm excited to see what happens in season 2, but that's going to be my vote.
It kind of left you wanting more, right? Like when you got to the end, you were like, "What's the story here?
Yeah.
What's deeper in this island?" Whereas like Zom 100, I mean, you kind of understand the premise. Once you understand the premise, you know what's going on. It's finished the bucket list, and how much more danger can we put him in?
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
It's fun to
I think,
watch.
I think it has a better chance of winning like one of the best comedies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think it has a better
sure.
chance of winning something.
It
like
was
that.
funny. It was a funny.
Yeah,
anime.
that was my vote for best comedy was Zom 100. So
Yeah, I think that was mine as well.
that's what I put up for it. Another one of those categories, but all three of us kind of unanimous on that one for Hell's Paradise. Now
This next
we
one's
move on
tough.
to the next one, which is tough. Second biggest award of the night, and it's going to be best continuing series there. And this is a first for me. I have watched every single anime in this list.
Yep.
And Attack on Titan, the final season, chapter 1, Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith Village arc, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, One Piece, Spy Family season 1, and Vinland
The
Saga
second half?
season 2. Yeah, the second half of season 1.
Okay.
Let me tell you, this is a hard one. I can tell you right off the rip, I can eliminate Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's cool.
It doesn't stack up with some of the others that I watch in this, like Spy Family, the second part. Oh man, it was so good. But even that I can pop aside. I couldn't tell. I'm not telling you first.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Crunchyroll, this right here, this list is unethical. You can't put all these.
This is cruel and unusual punishment.
You can't put all these bangers on a list and expect me to choose one. Okay, I agree with Andrew. Attack on Titan's off the list. As much as I love Attack on Titan, I think out of the three of us, I'm probably the biggest fanboy of Attack on Titan. I love it, but there's no, and Spy Family's off the list too. For me, Demon Slayer's off the list. I get knocking it out.
Yeah, I'm with that.
JJK, Vinland Saga, One Piece, right? Let me tell you, okay? I think if I'm being honest with myself, I think JJK is going to win it. Partly because it was phenomenal. And I also think it's going to be recency bias. It's what everyone has seen.
Yeah.
This is hard. All right, how about this? One choose Vinland, one choose One Piece, one choose JJK, and then we can call it. You know what I mean?
Just call it a draw.
Just call it a draw. But
I like how One Piece doesn't even have a season. It's just like One Piece. Deal with it.
Because it's just always continuing. It never ends.
It's always continuing.
It's never ending.
I
designed it never to end.
I will, for the sake of it, since I am technically not current on One Piece, I won't vote for One Piece on this one. Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
Blasphemous, but fair.
JJK Vinland Saga. I'll go. I don't know. This is tough, dude. I'll go JJK.
All right.
Only because I don't know. I just go JJK. I can't give you a reason but it's too hard.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get One Piece. You spoke blasphemous words,
dude. I can't. I haven't caught up. I can't technically say. You know.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, it's fair, but One Piece for sure.
JJK and One Piece, and probably the most clipped thing of next week is gonna be me. I already knew it wasn't gonna be Attack on Titan and Spy Family. I haven't caught up in One Piece, so I can't give it to One Piece. There's no way Vinland Saga's getting it over Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm sorry, JJK, but you're not as good as Demon Slayer.
Oh, you're insane.
Demon Slayer is getting the best continuing artist.
I saw it coming
I'm gonna
yesterday.
tell you right now,
but this
JJK would have had it if their company wasn't shady and let their people have vacation. I'm
That
sorry,
doesn't
but I'm
matter
looking
to
out
people.
for the animators.
But listen,
And
there's troves.
I don't think
of
there's going
Demon
to be
Slayer
season
fans.
3 of JJK. So guess what? No continuing series.
Oh, you're insane. I
I
mean,
think Demon Slayer. I think you can't deny it. It's
the only
so
thing
good.
Demon Slayer should win on this list is best animation. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, it will win best animation, but the Swordsmith Village arc was mint. It was flawless. And that's not just fanboying. That's just it's flawless. It's great.
You got the same opinion as all the other 12-year-olds in the world. I get it.
But yeah, I just can't vote for One Piece because I'm not current, and I'm not saying I wouldn't because it's that good, but I just feel like I'm not current on it. I'm kind of with Ox. Like I'm not
That's
there.
fair.
I'm nowhere near there.
Yeah.
So
All right.
it's
Y'all blasphemous for a little bit though.
Sorry.
Last one, guys. Last one.
the very
Hey,
last one, the most important one. All the marbles here, and we're gonna fight about it for the next half an hour after we're done this. Anime of the year: Oshinoko, Bocce the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Vinland Saga Season 2. Jake, what is your anime of the year?
It would have been JJK. They fell off. I'm sorry, JJK. Love you.
mhm, mhm,
You the animation fell off. You turned me off.
mhm, uh-huh.
I'm gonna go Vinland Saga season 2, dog.
Yeah. yeah.
Easy
I'm
clap.
gonna go Vinland Saga season 2. The only reason
Okay.
I went JJK in that last one is so I could go Vinland
Right,
Saga
okay.
this year. All right. I didn't want to tell y'all that, but that's the only reason. But Vinland Saga was the most. I mean, it was
Mhm.
the best. It was a work of art.
It moved mountains.
Yeah, dude.
It-
Yeah, I mean, I would start and follow a religion behind Thorfinn after
Mhm,
seeing that.
mhm,
You know what I mean?
mhm.
And that's all I got to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Clipping
know
that.
what? I gotta stir it up. I'm tired of Mappa winning all of these things. I'm done with it, you know? Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm sorry, you would have been the best, but you hurt your employees and I can't stand behind that, so it's not you. Vinland Saga, you were so good, but man, did I hate the way you ended that season. I'm
Oh,
sorry, it's going to Demon Slayer.
Oh my god, 2 for 2.
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
gotta be.
Oh
It's
my
gotta
goodness.
be. It was so good.
Listen,
The
I,
season was so good.
I respect Demon Slayer. I
Yeah.
respect it. But
He
you know,
doesn't though.
what is it without the fighting? You know what I mean?
It wasn't that.
We-
It was just the whole
You know,
perspective
hey,
ending
I'm
of it.
just saying. What you
we're
said?
gonna
What
break it
was?
down
You
more.
could say what was Vinland Saga without the fighting? And
I'll
look
tell you
what
what.
happened in season 2.
In a minute, we're gonna break it all down. But for this right here, we actually have just covered in our amount of time. So, final goodbyes from you guys. What are you guys thinking? Send her off, and then we're gonna argue.
Yeah.
Hey, send us off, dude. Hey guys, if you want to hear this and me go off on Andrew about Demon Slayer, just tune into the pod or come to the
All
YouTube
right.
channel.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning into this Rogers episode. As always, thanks to Rogers. Make sure you guys are scanning that button, following us on all of our social media so you know what's new. Make sure you catch us on our podcast, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And also make sure you leave us nice reviews. We have some wonderful 5-star reviews already. So thank you to those people. And also, remember, the Anime Rift has all you need from pixels to panels to your weekly dose of weeb culture. So from Ox, Jake, and myself, Frozen, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in for us for the Anime Awards. And we will see you next week on the Anime Rift.
Stay sexy.
Ciao.